Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Bloodborne Make Contact Edition. We're trying to reach the great ones themselves and make contact with them, if you know what I'm saying. Because that is what we're doing here. This is one of the few gestures that just stays. Well, not few, I guess there's a bunch of them. Alright, so we're here at Ebriatus, ready to fight the Daughter of Chaos. So let's go ahead and get started, add some extra precautions here. I also gave myself some bolt paper. And got some Molotov cocktails. This is going to be a difficult fight. So let's do it. Oh, apparently it didn't even start hurting her until after she stood up. The Daughter of Cosmos, excuse me. I said Daughter of Chaos. That was very incorrect. Oh, shoot. Wow, that hurt for a lot. My timing was really off. Been a while. I haven't fought her since I've beaten her the first time, so... Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is not going well at all. Okay, then. I already wasted all my blood vials, basically. Without doing any damage. Shoot her in the face and piss her off, and then get hurt even more. Why not? You do want to hit her in the head. Okay, let's try not targeting, because clearly it's not working for me. Here we go. Like I say, try to hit her in the head, and I avoid hitting her in the head. It's because she has a charge attack that can really do a lot of damage, so that's what I was trying to avoid. Oh my god, I'm doing terrible right now. Good start. Good start. Alright, let's try running around. Okay, head. Head. I hit her tail a couple times. There we go. Got a couple headshots in there. Wow, actually I got a decent amount. Gotta really watch out for her charging attack. That's dangerous territory. That right there. That right there. That attack. Alright, let's throw on some more bolt paper. Although this probably is not a good fight to be wasting all my bolt paper. Oh, that actually does a good amount of damage. I didn't know that. There we go, there we go. Now I can visceral her. Getting a nice visceral attack. Oh man, she's all bloodied up. Oh. And I don't feel bad at all. No, stop it. Stop it. Ah! Get away! Kita, run! Oh, I should have taken advantage of that one. Uh-oh, she's probably about to charge at me. Yep! So much damage. So much damage. Oh, she's... No? I can charge it. Ah! Yeah! I'm dead! Ah! Oh, no. See you soon. Oh, actually, I do want to show this, though. The loading screens, I just downloaded the new update. There was an update for Bloodborne, and they've changed the loading screens around, so now you can see item descriptions on them. And it's also actually is shorter. I've noticed it actually is notably shorter. Oh no. I need to go buy blood vials. I'm gonna go do that. Alright, so this is why I've been saving up my blood, just in case for things like this. It's just, that's why I don't always use blood, as I've talked about before. It's just in case as a precaution, so I don't need to farm as much. Well, I don't have that many extra blood vials, so hopefully I'll just beat her this upcoming time. Oh no, oh no, I didn't know that was a grab attack. Actually, I just didn't realize it had that much range. That's probably gonna be my death, isn't it? Yep. Yep. No, 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 no. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Apparently that wasn't the way to do it. She's gonna slam down and kill me. That's not good. heal. Which, by the way, not a smart thing to do. Fucking hell. Didn't even matter. Oh my... Alright, Ebrietis, it's just you and me. Bolt paper to lightning creature who's probably weaker to fire paper. I'm actually not sure which she's more weak against, to be honest. Yeah, that's like 197 damage. It's not too much. Oh, that tail though. It's like, I don't know. I'm just not good against her. I think that's what I've determined. I'm not good against Ebrietis. Uh-oh. Oh, that's it? That's it? Let's hit that head. Take advantage of her head when she slams it down. It's definitely the most damage you can deal to her. I'm trying to stay close because I want to be able to dodge out of her charge attack when she runs at you. I think that's one of her most dangerous attacks. Oh, can I take advantage? No, I can't. Uh-oh. Yeah, she's gonna do it right now. Yeah, see how much damage that did, and the fact that I was healing, she was able to take me out, so I definitely did not play that properly. Alright, whoa, oh, here we go. Let's try to get her head. No, not gonna do it. Hey, Ebriate. Oh, gosh. See, I'm trying to get close so I can roll past and roll through her when she starts to do that. That's a big reason why I want to be close to her right now. The only problem is her tentacles. What are you doing? Oh, she's doing her grab attack. It's like, what is this? Oh, whoops. Missed that opportunity. Oh, well. I can still get a couple attacks in on her. Okay, yes. There we go. Gonna try and take advantage. You can get a visceral attack on her if you hit her head enough times, plus that's by far her weakest spot. What's she doing now? Is she vomiting? Oh no, she's... Dang, I didn't take advantage of that at all. Oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Perfect time to get a visceral is right after she does that. Good timing, me. Let's add some fire paper. Why not add fire paper to the mix? Yeah, fire paper's better than bolt paper. Confirmed at this point. Oh. Whoa! Don't know what just happened there. Wow, okay. Don't exactly know what's happening except for, I don't know. I don't know what's going on, but it works for me. Whew. Wow. That took me a lot of attempts. Well, apparently she's the hardest boss for me, so that is what I've learned. We get the Great East Chalice from her. I think she was just... Look how bloody I am. I think she was just angry at me because I didn't include her in my ultimate waifu guide to Bloodborne. So that's why she's been pissed off at me. Let's get some of this off. There we go. Perfect. Nailed it. Alright, I'll look at the Great East Chalice in just a moment. Let's just activate this lamp. This lantern. Yeah, I've only fought her one other time, and it was at the very end for me. Like, this was the last boss I fought, so I was a much higher level. And I had a plus 10 weapon. So it was definitely not as difficult. But I think I got it. I sort of figured it out at the end there. Beforehand, I was trying to bait her attacks and stay further away from her, so I could bait her head slam and hit her in the head. But it seems like if you get close to her and get good at dodging close to her, that's the best way to tackle it. Alright, so we got the Great East Chalice. A chalice that breaks a labyrinth seal. Great chalices unlock deeper reaches of the labyrinth. The Great East Chalice became the cornerstone of the choir, the elite delegation of the Healing Church. It was also the first chalice brought back to the surface since the time of Byrgenwerth and allowed the choir to have an audience with Ebrietis. So, a couple things here on this chalice. To me, personally, and this is my interpretation of the chalice, because I saw an EMB thing where he had a different interpretation of it. It says the first great chalice, this was the first great chalice brought back to the surface since the time of Byrgenwerth. So to me, that implies that it happened after Byrgenwerth and allowed the choir to have an audience with Ebrietis. So to me, this would imply that Ebrietas and the choir's audience with her was after Bergenworth's time. That is how I take that interpretation. Now, I could be wrong in the way that I'm reading into this item description, but that is how I look at it. Something that you guys pointed out to me is that the music here actually isn't the music from... hold on, let me get rid of some of the stuff that I don't need anymore. That the music here isn't the music from Yahar'gul. So, I suppose I was wrong. When I was saying it, I just thought it might have been because it sounds similar, but yeah, apparently it's not, so that's good to know. But it still indicates that's an important area just by the fact that there is music, and again, there aren't many areas that have music that play. Here we have more statues that I just want to show off and point out. Just a huge amount of creepy statues here. So there definitely were people here in this area who were possibly building statues and worshipping Ebrietas. But I mean, look at all those statues that look like they're praying. They're just surrounding this area where Ebrietas is remaining. I didn't notice this, but in this pillar, I noticed when it dropped, I suppose just now, that it has some cool etchings on it. I don't know if they mean anything. But here we have that dead Rom spider over here, and honestly, I don't know the exact meaning of it. I saw you guys posting some thoughts on it, that maybe this is Rom, and maybe Ebrietas was the one that birthed Rom, so Ebrietas is mourning Rom. That could be the case. Perhaps this is just another creature similar to Rom. And there's multiple ones that have been given eyes, so to speak. And maybe Ebrietas is the one behind that. I just don't know at the moment. I think that's a lot of just up to interpretation. But interesting thing we can do is, if you remember when we killed the Vile Blood Queen, Annalise, we got the, it's in the key items. Key items. Wrong place, me. The queenly flesh. So if we go to inspect this Rom thing here, we can actually offer that queenly flesh to it, to this altar here. The altar of despair. Time flows in reverse for this scrap of flesh. So then after that, that's all we can do with this. So we're going to go ahead and check out what that did. So I'm going to go ahead and warp around, and I will see you guys in just a moment. Alright, so we're back at Annalise's chamber. And you'll notice here with Annalise that she's back to life. So we were actually able to bring her back to life with that queenly flesh. So if you're afraid that the whole Alfred questline and you screwed yourself over being able to do the blood drag stuff, you're actually set and just fine. So here she is, just as wily as before.
Arrant fool. Vile blood or no, forget not. We are thy queen. Bend the knee.
Oh, a lot of you were telling me too that when a royal says we, it's a royal we, and that was actually something I didn't know, was that royals did that. Perhaps since I don't live in England, or I don't know, maybe I haven't read enough literature. I actually did a lot of medieval studies, and I just didn't realize that, so that's my mistake. But apparently that is a royal we that she is probably utilizing. Also, why are my feet clipping through the carpet right now? Do you notice that? My feet are clipping through that carpet? Yeah. Alright.
Closest of kin. Bearer of our blood, I welcome thee. What is thy wish?
So notice how she really doesn't do anything differently. It's as if she just never got murdered, and she doesn't blame you either.
We await thy return for the honor of Canehurst.
So you are just perfectly fine to be in the Vile Blood Covenant. So I will see you guys back at the Hunter's Dream. Alright guys, I am back. I just wanted to show off some more fashion-born stuff for you guys. So this one's from Tetris Clock. It is the Charred Hunter coat, Charred Hunter gloves, the Bone Ash leggings, and Bone Ash hood. So that's a pretty cool one if you guys want to check that one out. Alright, so this one is from Narwhal of Love, and this one is the Henrik helmet with the Charred Hunter glove, the Executioner glove, gauntlets, and Henrik's legs. And I think this one matches a little bit more than the ones that you guys were frustrated about, since that Charred Hunter garb has red, and then the Henrik set is yellow, so the red and yellow obviously is going to match as a color combination. And these are the only two that I could do. You guys sent a couple other ones, but at the moment I just don't have the full sets on things to do them. So you guys are free to submit it again. If you guys do want me to try on different outfits and things to show off, just hashtag fashionborn on your post, so that way I can see it and it's just a little bit easier for me to find it as I'm recording the Let's Play. So yeah, I just want to show off some more of your guys' outfits. Alright, but we are back here at the Hunter's Dream, and what I'm going to do here is go bother The doll who's sleeping.
Welcome home, good hunter. I must have drifted off. What is it you desire?
So, first I'm going to talk to her just because people were asking me if why I hadn't been talking to her. I don't think she has any new dialogue yet, but I'm just going to go ahead and double check.
Good hunter, your presence somehow soothes. I sense the ancient echoes. They course your veins.
So, I think she says the same thing, but from her saying I sense the ancient echoes that course through your veins, I imagine that relates to all of the different, essentially like great ones and such that we've destroyed at the moment and obliterated. So, actually, that's something I have to check. I think when you kill Ebriatus, it says great one killed, as opposed to, like, there's certain great ones slain. It says different text when you kill bosses. That's something I have to check on. But yeah, I do think it relates to the types of bosses you defeated at the moment. I'm going to go ahead and try to buy that conical helmet. So I'm going to go ahead and actually use some of these cold bloods and see how many I can get. Oh, I might not be able to, even with all my cold bloods. That's not good, because I actually just used up a whole bunch of them to try and... Oh, wait, no. We're getting close. Wow, that's weird. That did more than the King Cold Bloods. Alright, this should do it. Nice. Alright, so now we can at least afford that conical helmet. Or the gold Ardeo. I was completely calling that the absolute wrong thing. The gold Ardeo. So that's super expensive. Maybe it's because it's pure gold. Now we can look like Pyramid Head. Straight up. Throw on that gold Ardeo. Now that's fashion-born if I've ever seen any fashion-borns. This is the way to look. Actually, in a way, this is kind of cool to me. Just because it's kind of reminiscent of Pyramid Head, and with the Bone Ash armor, it looks kind of creepy. In my opinion. But we're going to head now into another nightmare, the Nightmare of Mensis. So I will see you guys momentarily. Alright, so we're here back at the Nightmare of Mensis. I decided to pull out my Shikage to use it a little bit. I'm also going to use my shield, and I will show you why. Oh, whoops. Shield. So if you use your shield, you can actually stop and not get frenzied. Okay, well, I was told that. Apparently, you still get frenzied from this giant eye because it's just too much. But essentially, the shield, I guess it's supposed to work for the eyeball people. And I guess it just makes sense because with the eyeball guys, hold on. Let's try to, whoops. I'm going to try to use that frenzy on the, or at least that damage on the wolf guy, or beast guy. Anyways, I guess the idea is that you basically have a moving shield, you know? Oops. Oh god, oh god, oh god. I'm not doing very much damage at all to him. Shikage, maybe not the best thing in the world. Oh, there's something else too. Where apparently, and this is something Terramancis was telling me, you can throw an item at those, at the stone tossing guys, the Shaman Boneblade, I think. And that will make them actually attack enemies. So that actually might be worth using here. Shikage is not doing too much. Let's see how good this does. I was hoping it would do more. Might just be better as a PvP weapon. Or, I mean, it could just be my scaling, really. That's the issue. Yeah, I mean, this eye up there, the Eye of Sauron, as I call it, just does so much, has so much range that might be why the shield's not doing anything here. Okay, let's run through, although I'm probably going to get destroyed by that frenzy. Yep. Frenzy took me out. Not surprising. Oh god, oh my god, that did not work at all for me. Did not work at all. So the way I see it is I had 2 episodes in a row where I didn't die. So I had to have an episode come up where I just started doing really poorly and dying a lot. I mean, it's just bound to happen. Alright. Oh. There we go. Oh, well. Oh, I thought I missed the visceral attack and somehow I still got it. Good. It's actually a good thing to shoot him off like that, because maggots come out of their bodies, if you guys remember. So to actually be able to avoid the maggots coming out is a really good thing. Alright, let's do this a little bit smarter and just try to pull this guy over here. That way I won't have to deal with 2 of them at once. Frenzy, please stop. Please go away, Frenzy. Please go away, Frenzy. Alright, well, this is working out for me pretty well. The fact that he seems to be stuck on that wall. Oh, I guess he wasn't stuck. He was just heading back. Yep. Yep. I like this. I like where this is heading. I mean, maggots are going to come out of his body, but that's alright. We'll just run past them. We'll just run past those guys. It's all good. And then go use this giant wall to our advantage. Oh, you have my blood echoes. How about you give those back to me, please? That would be very nice of you. Yes, I would like my blood echoes back. Thank you very much. Got them back, and we'll just avoid the maggots because I just don't care. I just don't care. Alright, so yeah, apparently if you throw a shaman blade at these guys, it will cause them to actually switch directions and possibly shoot at their friends. So that's something I'm going to try here. I'm going to also try to go a little bit closer, see if I can just kill this guy without getting noticed by any of the other ones. There's a whole bunch of them here. Nope. Did not work out. Well, at least his friends haven't noticed as far as I can tell. So that's why I'm not going to panic about it and waste anything. Yeah, his friends haven't noticed. Yeah, see that there's two of them over there. Oh, other thing we can do is we can make ourselves invisible too. So there's actually a couple of useful items that we can use here. So let's go ahead and use, not invisible, but just not as well seen. What is it? It's not bone arrow mash, not that. Lead elixir. See, I'm saying it right now. Deflects attack, blue elixir. Still body's undetectable. It might be the blue elixir, so let's try that one out. Let's see if that's the one I'm thinking of. Yes, this is the one. So this will help you get through here and not have to have as many of these guys to deal with. Which, especially if you're PvPing and someone invades you here, then it can be a huge problem. Whoa! Oh man, that was close. Thank goodness this blue elixir is keeping people from attacking me. Now we can get this item up here. Now you can't just run through, honestly, and open the door if you don't want to deal with this stuff. You can do that, that's fine. Alright, let's try and see what happens if I throw a shaman blade at one of these. I'm actually kind of curious. Oh, that was it? Oh, man. That was such a waste. I didn't know you had to be up close. I thought it was a throwing thing. Yeah, that does, like, no damage right now. Well, I should say it doesn't stun lock them. That's actually the issue. It's not that it doesn't do damage, it's that it doesn't stun lock them. Yeah, these guys can do some massive damage, but... Whoa! Hey, he's like, it's party time! I'm just trying to party over here right now. Nope. Oh, he got me. Oh god! Okay. Whew. Good thing I got that stun in. I think I might have just barely survived it if he tagged me. Just barely. Alright, so this area is going to be fun. Well, first let's check the side. I forgot if there's anything over here. There is indeed. Since I just wasted all my cold blood, that'd be nice. Because I can raise up my Shikage again. Yeah, it really seems like the problem with the Shikage is just that it wasn't stun locking as opposed to necessarily doing less damage. So this is going to be hard for me to tell how much time I have and don't have just because of how many deaths I had at the beginning for myself. I'm like, I don't know how long exactly that took. Alright, so when you walk into this area, something you'll notice is there's a lot of eyeballs in here. Tons and tons of eyeballs lying around. So yeah, there's just like eyeballs everywhere. Eyeballs all over the place on the walls. So that's one thing you'll notice right away. And then you'll also see this lovely sight. What a wonderful sight that anyone would want to see. I can't imagine anybody who wouldn't. There's a couple ways to tackle this area. Personally, I like to go one at a time with the spiders, unless I'm speedrunning through. If you're speedrunning through, you can just very easily go around them and not have to deal with any of the spiders. But we'll take them out one at a time just so I can show this off for those who want to be a completionist like I. Oh god. Oh, well, I screwed that up. Point is, the big spider can't go through this, so that's why I was trying to go one at a time. But so at least I could deal with the smaller spiders one at a time, and then the big spider, we get trapped there, and you can use that to your advantage. Yeah, you... Oh my god, he hit me through there. Holy crap. Yeah, he can every so often reach through, so you do have to be cautious of that. But point is, you at least have this point there where you kind of have a safety point. So we're going to use that, because why not? We are cheap assholes. I'm including you guys in this, because I could never be. So, yeah, easy cheese way to deal with this spider is just doing this. If you want to kill it, as opposed to just avoiding it, which you can also do. And it will drop some quicksilver bullets. Hooray. There's a couple other spiders up there. I didn't realize it was so bright in this room. Alright, so if you want to... Well, let's go ahead and deal with this spider first before I say what I was going to say. Are you not going to drop down? It's fine. Okay. I was like, still not going to drop down even after I throw a pebble at you? So if you want to deal with the bell-ringing lady, she's going to be right here. We're actually going to leave her alive just in case people come to try and PvP. And I'm going to say I'm okay with that. But if you do want to take her out, that's where she is. So I'll be okay right now. I'm not going to try to do PvP at the moment. I will. People have asked me if I'm going to do PvP. And I will definitely do it and try to do some PvP at one point. But I'm going to try to finish all the main Let's Play stuff first before I do that type of like stuff. So, anyways, if someone does PvP with me, I will allow it. I say I will allow it. And I'm going to be okay with that happening. Let's see. I think that wraps up this area right here. And just, yeah, eyes everywhere. Oh, there we go. Now we got some shaman bone blades. Apparently you can only hold 3 at a time. Not too many. Oh yeah, then you have this hunter you have to deal with. So remember the eyeball thing that was sort of like, that was hurting us? It's actually directly above us now. So it's directly above us through this walkway. You'll also notice it's a normal moon here. People were asking and talking about Cainhurst, and they were kind of annoyed with Cainhurst for having a normal moon. I imagine that isn't so much a lore thing as it's a thing of that they didn't want to... It might have cost too much money to make yet another area that was affected by, whoops. Oh, I thought that would be... There we go. They probably just didn't want to make yet another area that would be affected lighting-wise by the different moon cycles, like Yharnam is. It just might have cost too much money. That would be my guess as to why Cainhurst doesn't have the blood moon that you can see. But, I mean, I don't know. Okay, so sedatives I found out from you guys, so thank you so much, are really useful for Frenzy. If your Frenzy starts to build up, you can use a sedative to immediately stop it. Probably should have had it for the fight against Ebriatus, but I didn't. Also, creepy on the ground. Whoops. You know Kita, he just likes to throw rocks at important things. Creepy on the ground is these spider eyeballs. So that's what these are. These are eyeballs spiders. Let's see if I can see the eyeball portion from this end. Well, anyways, that's what that is. Even if I can't totally properly see the actual pupil. Unless you can't, but I thought I'd seen pupils before, but... Oh, there we go. This one you can see the... No, I guess not. I still think they're eyeball spiders. Even if I can't find the pupils. Definitely eyeball spiders. And notice how they're on the spit? That little thing sticking out the top of them? Oh, the thing sticking out the top of them. That's where their pupils are. You can actually see it at the top. So they do have pupils. It's definitely an eyeball. Anyways, the thing sticking out the top of them is obviously there, so you can pick it up and eat it. It's like when you have like little pieces of fruit and you stick the toothpick in. You know, it's popping a little eyeball spider. Alright, we get some yellow backbones. If you remember, that's actually what we got when we killed the One Reborn. I heard some really cool theories about the One Reborn. One is that it's all the people that were captured. Because you know, if you remember, they were capturing people. It could be all the people that were captured. And that's what the One Reborn is. It's made up of all those people who then were used for some sort of ceremony. That's one theory. Perhaps they were trying to create a Great One. And that's what the One Reborn is a Great One that they were creating. Again, just using themselves, or perhaps people they'd captured and themselves. Here we have a shortcut that we can open up. We actually could have gotten this lamp earlier, but there's just no reason to until you open up the shortcut. And this is going to be, if you notice I took the left path instead of right path, this is going to be that right path by where the eye was. What I could do right now, too, is actually equip, which maybe wouldn't be a bad idea. I can equip that Shaman Bone Blade and try to use it to my advantage here this time around. So why not try? Why not, I say? Oh, well, hopefully it'll be worth it. No, he's still trying to fight me. So, perhaps I had to be closer to him. I mean, it looks like he's affected by it. You can see that green aura coming from him. Let's see what he's going to do right now. Oh, the green aura's gone. I know Terramance was telling me that they actually throw rocks at your enemies when you do that. Or maybe they just hurt your enemies if you've done the Shaman Bone Blade on them. Like, they'll throw rocks at you, but it'll hurt your enemy too. I don't know. I don't know. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, we are now... So, there's the eye again, right up there. So, we're now close enough to have that affect us. Yep, he's going to throw rocks at me. That's just fantastic. How about you don't do that? That'd be nice of you. Oh, so you remember that bridge I crossed? Oh, wow. That bridge I crossed is over there. So that is that bridge that I came across. So, just hopefully give you some bearings on where we are if you're unclear. That would be where. Alright, let's take you guys out a little bit better. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh. Yeah, those needle things that are coming onto us, if you notice from the eye, those little, like, see those needle things that are on that guy right there who has the eye rune? If you notice when I'm in the range of this specific giant eye, I get those little spikes in me. Those are the same ones that were in those eyeballs that we noticed on those eyeball spiders. So I do want to point that out. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the eye rune. There actually is another place that you can get this, and I'll show that off later. People were asking me why I didn't show it off yet. And it's something I do intend to do. The other place where you get this eye rune. I just didn't want to do it at the time. But this eye rune make additional discoveries. A secret symbol left by Carol, runesmith of Bergenworth. A transcription of I, as spoken by Left Behind Great Ones, allows one to make additional discoveries. Eyes symbolize the truth Master Willem sought in his research. Disillusioned by the limits of human intellect, Master Willem looked to beings from higher planes for guidance, and sought to align his brain with eyes in order to elevate his thoughts. So now you get a lot of background on Master Willem. I mean, we kind of heard this before with the Great One Wisdom. It has a very similar description of what Master Willem did, but here we get a little bit more on that. So, just kind of reinforcing what we'd heard about Master Willem, but again, that he was disillusioned with where things were going, probably a lot to do with blood, and he had this great revelation of, like, what we need are more eyes, and he started trying to find insight within him, getting more eyes, and alright, looks like we have a PvP match going on. PvP match about to begin. So yeah, these guys right here are, they're not actually going to attack you, but I'm just taking them out in case this adversary comes. I'm going to assume the adversary, though, is going to probably be by the bell at the beginning. So let's go ahead and try to find our adversary for our first PvP match. Actually, I want to go by the other way just in case I die. Just try and be smart about it, so I don't have to go all the way back to get my blood echoes. Let's go down this way and greet the person down here, because that's probably where they're going to be. Oh, here it is. Alright. Hello! Alright. Oh, Twin Blades. Shoot. I should have realized and gotten a little bit quicker with it. I was going to try to parry, but Twin Blades are not the best for parrying. That's the one issue. Twin Blades are actually what I found I had the most trouble fighting during PvP. Oh, shoot. No! I was trying to be honorable and not heal. They just destroyed me. I really do have the most trouble with Twin Blades by far. What I honestly should have done is tried out the Shikage since I've been wanting to do that. So I do apologize. Next time if it happens again, I'll try the Shikage out. I was just trying to be, I don't know, do what I'd typically done. But especially against the Twin Blades, which I'm really not that great against. I should have tried something new. Should have tried something different. All right. So again, these guys aren't going to try to kill us yet. So these ones are actually nice. So I'll avoid killing these ones because these are the nice ones. If you notice, I already have 70,000 blood echoes, so it probably would be a smart idea to go level up, but that's okay. We'll save them for now. For the time being, we shall save them. We'll get another lamp soon enough, and then I'll go use them. Yeah, you definitely get way quicker level ups here. Also, once you start going into the Chalice dungeons and deeper within there, you start really leveling up quickly. I don't know exactly how matching works with levels. That's something I've been trying to figure out also, just as an aside. Alright, so here we have this creepy looking butcher thing. They're fairly easy to parry and riposte, but if you miss it, they do a huge amount of damage. Yeah, as you can see there, just did massive damage on me for that one hit. Also, these guys are actually going to try to hurt us now, so the ones that are down here. So, they do become, they do stop being nice. For some reason, I think of them as like monkey men. I guess because they're small. I don't know why. They kind of remind me of monkeys for some reason. Or make me think of that. Like you see it in a movie. I've never seen Planet of the Apes, any of those movies, so I can't... That's not where it's coming from if people think that. Oh, I just destroyed those books! That's pretty cool that you can do that, actually. I just imagined that you couldn't, but apparently you can. Things you can do. Alright, so I do want to show off this other area too, which is pretty cool. Which we'll show off. It'll be good. It'll be great. People will be like, wow, this was great. So, this actually is over this way. Unless it's not active yet? Uh-oh. Yeah, apparently it's not active yet. So there's going to be something that will appear over there eventually, but I apparently haven't activated yet. That you can go down. It's an elevator. It got some pretty cool stuff in it, if I do say so myself. Yeah, these archer ones can be pretty deadly when they hit you. They are the true ones to watch out for. Because they got the range and they got some major power. Okay, oh, yeah, okay, maybe not that bad of power, but just, you know. If they stick you, it's gonna hurt. Donkey Kong style. If he shoots you, it's gonna hurt. Really? I had no idea. But thank you for that. Oh god, oh gosh, that's not good. I was trying to take out the archer so then I could just deal with the executioner guy. Whoa. Wow, that did a decent amount. There we go. Got him. Just look at that creepy mask that it has. These guys are creepy. Uh-oh. Wow, they do a lot of damage. Wow, they do a lot of damage. Dirty Damp Blood Gem. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I don't know if it's better than what I had, but I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, for the longest time, I was trying to figure out if there's a way to go onto this spot over here and go on these platforms, but as far as I can tell, there isn't, which is too bad. Too bad, too bad. And I kind of want another PvP match now for my redemption. I'm like, I need redemption. My record actually is not bad, but that one I just got destroyed. Good, cheers to that person, though. Good job to them. Alright, so now we're on this like upstairs balcony area. I thought there was an item over here, but I guess not. Oh, there we go. Item. I should say I knew there was an enemy there. Alright, so now we have these crows merged with dogs that we're finding and running into. So enemies are getting really weird in this nightmare. As you've already had like spider eyeballs, now dog crows or crow dogs, whatever you want to call them. Whichever variation of that works for you. And then, now you see right there, maybe briefly saw what I just destroyed. You also have dogs with crow heads. So right here is a dog with a crow head. Dog with a crow head. So, crows with dog heads and dogs with crow heads. And yeah, pretty messed up. So I don't know which one you would want to consider a crow dog and which one you would prefer to call a dog crow. But that is what they would seem to be. This can be a little dangerous here. I probably shouldn't do it, but I'm going to do it anyways, because screw it. I say it can be dangerous because if you mess up, you can fall off the side and die. It hasn't happened to me, but it definitely seems like a very plausible thing. Alright, so Tampering Damp Blood Gem is from this body right up here, which I think is a pretty decent blood gem. So, yeah, there we go. This, like, little area right there that... Oh, this dog wasn't dead. Ha! Okay. That's cool that he wasn't attacking me. Thank you, dog. Or crow, whatever you want to call it. Crow dog, dog crow. Oh. They be dangerous when they're crows with dog heads. They be dangerous. Yeah, so there's a shortcut over there, which we'll take in a moment. Let's just finish exploring this area where we now have more dog crows, or... I think of this as being a dog crow, another one as being a crow dog. Because one that has the full body of a crow is a crow dog, because crow comes first. The one that has the full body of a dog is a dog crow, because dog comes first. It's important stuff. I'm sure the guide, which I haven't gotten yet, has the actual names for them, which I'll have to check into. We're getting a lot of kin cold-blood here, too. This is the second one that we got in. A kin cold-blood, like, worth 10. And... yeah, so we're on the right side right now. Yeah, so eyeball again. Eyeball thing is going to be, like, up in this area over there, which fortunately is blocked from our sight at the moment. And here we have yet another shortcut that we can open up, so... new shortcuts. Cheers to new shortcuts. And yeah, at this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and use my blood echoes. Just to be smart about it. So I'll see you guys in the Hunter's Dream. I could be smart and level up. Or I could go buy more items. It's all for you guys, so we can do more fashion-born stuff that you guys want to see. Canehurst helmet, which I actually think is pretty cool. Let's do crow feather and finish that stuff up. Oh wow, we can actually buy it all. Hell yeah! And with my leftover ones, let's buy some blood vials, because why not? Because I actually kind of need them. That's why. Yeah, Canehurst helmet I think is really cool. Where is it? I'll show it off. Actually, kind of matches with the Bone Ash set. I don't necessarily like the white hair that comes out the back of it, but I guess it makes sense because it's that noble thing. Where for the noble wig, they had the gray hair. Not white hair, gray hair. But yeah, back to the nightmare. Back to the... wait, actually, before I go back to the nightmare, let's see if any of those blood gems were any better. Blood gem fortification. Did I get anything better? Yep, tampering blood gem is definitely better, so... physical attack up plus 12.6, and it boosts rally potential, so... yeah, that one is definitely better. And I have a feeling that that's going to be it for this, at least. But I can probably also raise up my, yeah. Let's see if I can raise up my Shikage at all, now that I switched out. Yep, now I can make the Shikage just that little bit better, so. Both of them can be a little bit better. Alright, back to the nightmare. Now we can utilize this nice shortcut at Murgo's Loft Base. So, Murgo is going to be an important name that we're going to start hearing coming up. But we'll talk more about it as we find out more. But we're at Murgo's Loft, so that was this shortcut. Also, we hear some baby crying right now. I mean, you've been hearing that throughout, but it's especially pertinent here. There's actually a couple ways you can go through here. You can either go straight through this bridge, or there's a way around, which is actually important. It doesn't really make a difference which way you go right now, but there is a reason for everything. And there's some marionette. Oh, God! I was gonna say, and there's some marionettes. Oh, wow, they just wanted to dance so much. They just wanted to dance so bad. I get it. You guys just want to dance. Alright, and here we find...
ah, cause. Or some say cousin. Do you hear our prayers? No, we shall not abandon the dream. No one can catch us. No one can stop us now.
Okay, so a couple things with him. First of all, that is Mikolash, the host of this nightmare that we were in. He is wearing a Bergenworth set. Also, there's an area right here. But he's wearing the Bergenworth set, and the fact that he's the host of the nightmare would indicate that he is likely part of the School of Mensis. That is very, very, to me, strongly implied.
As you once did for the vacuous Rome. Grant us eyes. Grant us eyes.
That bit of dialogue right there that he said is something that's been a huge, deep amount of speculation, is that they're saying that Vacuous Rom was granted eyes. Now, it does bring some questions of, like, okay, what does that mean about Vacuous Rom? So was Vacuous Rom a spider first? Was Vacuous Rom part of, like, Bergenworth? Like, how do they know about Rom? Also, since the Bergenworth spider hides all manner of rituals, which is Vacuous Rom, like, how do they know about that? But it definitely raises a lot of questions about Rom and what Rom is exactly. So yeah, at this point, you're really just supposed to chase him around, and you should be killing the mannequins, really, but you don't have to. I mean, the whole point of killing them is just so they don't respawn later on and cause problems. Alright. Yeah, and he teleports around, because it is his nightmare. He does have some special powers. At least that's the way I look at it. That is the way that I look at it. Like, when you're in your own dream, you have special powers in your own dream. But he does know that he's in a dream. And he's also wearing that cage that we've seen all those people wearing. So to me, it's also implied that he's the one that we saw in the center that we touched to get into this nightmare. At least that is the way that I look at it. So Nightmare, the reason we're in it is from Mikolash here. Again, he's the host of the Nightmare. I think he's the central person of the School of Mensis. So that's my opinion. A lot of that is up for interpretation. So these, again, are my thoughts. So just to be clear about that, this is where we start to get into interpretation ground. Mikolash, go to your hovel, man. Go to your hovel. I mean, I'm fine with this because I'm not getting hurt, but I'd prefer if we just, you know, go to your hovel. Alright, let's deal with another one of these. Or not. There's a little dance away from me. What else did he say? I'm trying to think if that's important. I mean, he says a bunch of... Okay, so Kaz, or as some say, Kazum, I think is the great one that they're trying to worship for their ritual. That would be my opinion on what or who Kazum is. Alright, here we go. Hard thing about it here really is just dealing with the everything at once. So really, it's just take out the mannequins, and once they're out, you can focus on Mikolash, and then they will. The mannequins also come back, as they are just simple mannequins. But yeah, so now that they're taken out, we can pretty easily take care of Mikolash. You can do a couple things. You can do what I just did, where I tried to get behind him and visceral him. You can go for that. You can, at this moment, he's pretty easy in this stage. You can also stun lock him pretty easily. Yeah, so that's all he's going to do here. Let's just go for that attack. So this stage, super easy, but he's going to disappear on us, and now we have to go chasing him down again.
Oh, majestic! A hunter is a hunter, even in a dream. But alas, not too fast. The nightmares.
Oh, whoops, I didn't mean to get rid of his dialogue. Nice thing is they do give you some blood vials in the middle of this fight here, so that's nice. Since you do have to go deal with him yet again. Yet again, there is something downstairs. You know what, I'll just go for it. I'll go for the thing downstairs. Yeah, there's a bunch of items in this area. Yes, he just starts repeating his prayers when he doesn't see you. Alright. Hey, Wandering Nightmare, or as I like to call it, Scamper. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, that was really close. Yeah, these guys deal some brutal damage. Okay. Well, then, not gonna get that Wandering Nightmare. We'll get some sedatives, though. Yeah, Mikolash, you're so weird. I don't know why I decided to try to go for, Oh, God! Oh, man. I don't know why I decided to try to go for that. I was like, maybe it's an illusory wall, even though I know there aren't any illusory walls here. But I want there to be one. Oh, those misses are so brutal. There we go. Got it. Got it. And this should get him close enough where I can take him out easily. Yeah. That's that. Yeah, you really don't need to take care of these guys during the middle of this. You can wait until you finish him, but to me, I'm like, whatever. I'm already here. Might as well do it. And you get a Moon Rune, which is the one that gives you more blood echoes, but this one's just going to be a stronger Moon Rune. So that's something that I would like to equip as soon as I finish off him. Or, you know, if we die to him, then might as well just equip it and get more blood echoes for killing him. So that's part of the reason I like to get it there. I get it, you're praying to Kazum. Yeah, I'm trying to think of how much I should delve into with all my lore and theories with him, because there are still things for us to discover, like what rituals that he was using and things like that. But he is going for more eyes. It, to me, is very clearly indicated, similar to what we found. Yep, you're going in there. Okay, you got to be really fast. You got to be really fast for this. So that cage is going to close behind him. And yeah, if you miss it, you literally just cannot beat him and have to leave the nightmare and come back. So that cage that just closed, you can miss your opportunity. So yeah, that's something that's really important, is make sure you're as close to him as possible as you're chasing him during this point, because you really do not want to miss that. And yeah, I mean, he gets a little harder here because he will do different arcane attacks. I'm actually just getting lucky in that I don't know, he was just using the same stuff. But he'll do more difficult attacks. Just stay on him like that and stun lock him, and he shouldn't be too bad.
Now I'm waking up! I'll forget everything!
Alright, so another lore bit there is that he's afraid of waking up because of forgetting everything. All right, so if you remember that bridge that we were on, that was the one that we just that we ran across. That's why there were two paths, was because it was going to do that and go up. So that was the same bridge that we crossed to get to Mikolash. I'll talk on his dream thing in just a moment. Let's go ahead. Well, yeah, I'll talk on his dream thing now, and then we'll go ahead and look at that cage that we got from him, which is what he was wearing. Nice thing is, with him dead, all these mannequins aren't at the moment coming back to life. So I need to go up there, but first we're actually going to explore a little bit more around this area, because there's some more things, which is down here. But yeah, so on the whole dream thing, this is sort of my interpretation of dreams and him being afraid of losing everything. And there are certain descriptions where it makes it very clear that people do remember things after the dreams, and he's afraid of forgetting everything. There's also people who are, like, assume that you're going to forget everything. But yeah, we get an iron door key here, which actually, let's go ahead and look at this description before I go into that. My whole theory on the dreams. Key to the iron gate blocking the great mid-level bridge. Of the 3 great bridges that link the 2 cathedral cradles, this key opens the iron door that leads to the mid-level bridge. There are no thieves in the nightmare. Then why lock a door? Be warned, there must be a very, very good reason. So that's what those are called, or the cradles, and the bridges that we've already gone across one of them to get from cradle to cradle. Is those outer, like, bridges. One of them there's a hunter on, if you remember. So yeah, as far as the dreams go, oh yeah, we also got another King Coldblood. But anyways, as far as dreams go, I think of it like any normal dream, right? So if you have a dream and you go to sleep and you wake up, you're going to remember the dream right when you wake up, but it's going to slowly fade away. And if it's a really strong dream, you're still going to remember aspects of that dream. And especially if you're trying to remember it and you're like, wow, that was a crazy dream, you try to remember it. And, like, throughout the day, if you keep on reminding yourself, like, I want to remember that dream, you're still going to remember it. Like, I had nightmares as a kid that I still remember. I mean, I could still tell you my worst nightmare as a kid was I had a phobia of ventriloquist dummies when I was a kid. And I had a dream, and now I'm fine with them. But when I was a kid, I had a phobia of ventriloquist dummies. And I had a dream I was, like maybe 7 years old? Maybe 5? I don't know, maybe 7. But I don't know, I was pretty young. I was somewhere between 5 and 7 years old. That my parents were captured by ventriloquist dummies, and my older brother and I had to go to a castle in the middle of literally just on an island in the middle of nowhere. Like, we had to go on a rowboat, row ourselves to this castle, and we found these ventriloquist dummies, just a castle filled with them, and, like, all the ones that scared me the most were there, except for the one that scared me the most, which was the Charlie McCarthy one, I think is its name, that has the top hat. Wait a second, are you able to just drop into the cage area? Holy crap, I never knew that. I never found this area before. Okay, I was wrong about the locked-in thing, so this right here will actually drop you into that cage, apparently. I never found that. I actually thought you just had to leave when he did that, if you didn't, like, follow him improperly. But here we are at that boss battle arena. So I was actually wrong about that. Oh, and I missed this, so good thing I went back in. Anyways, with this dream, so I remember that at some point I was like hiding up in a room, and there was a single bed in the room and a TV, and the TV was turned on. And I was hiding underneath the bed, and I was still trying to save my parents, but I was afraid of the dummies, so I was trying to like not have them kill me, because obviously they all had knives to kill you. And on the TV, there's a weather report being given by another dummy. There's a weather report by the dummy, which again was just scary as hell to me. And I hadn't seen the Charlie McCarthy doll yet, which I was really like thankful for, because that was the one I was the most afraid of. And as I'm laying there underneath the bed, I turn and look to my left, and the Charlie McCarthy doll is just there laying right next to me, staring at me. And I woke up screaming. But I still remember that dream to this day, and I've had that when I was 7. So you still do remember nightmares and dreams, but a lot of them fade away and slip away. Most of them you don't remember. And I think that's how dreams and nightmares work in this game. That's how I think of it, in terms of your own memory when you wake up from the dream or you wake up from the nightmare. I think it's the strongest when it first comes and slowly fades away. And if it's a really strong one, like a nightmare, you might be more likely to remember it. So, let's go ahead and look at the Mensis cage. Yeah, I actually haven't put that in a lore video, my thoughts on it, and maybe I should. But, I haven't made a lore video yet on dreams in general, so that's why I haven't done it. I mean, I didn't really think about it as much until after I put up my story video, which is where I maybe should have talked about that too. So the Mensis cage. The School of Mensis controls the unseen village. So all of those notes that we were finding about the crazy people doing rituals, that is now the School of Mensis. We can now lock that in. This hexagonal iron cage suggests their strange ways. The cage is a device that restrains the will of the self, allowing one to see the profane world for what it is. It also serves as an antenna that facilitates contact with the Great Ones of the Dream. But to an observer, the iron cage appears to be precisely what delivered them to their harrowing nightmare. So this is what they were doing to try to reach the Great Ones. I don't know why that just went out. I actually didn't press anything. That's kind of weird. Let me go back to that so I can well, whatever. So that's how they were trying to reach the Great Ones, and it sort of worked in a way. Oh, we found another person. Hold on. Well, I guess I'll go fight another person. I was gonna wrap up and end the episode, but I guess we'll do a fight first. Adversary Dovinge with Bro has appeared. Okay. Oh, here he is. He's using the Shikage. So, should I use my Shikage? Oh god, I messed up. He got me. I was trying to use the R2, which was just a bad idea. Well, first time using the Shikage, did not work for me. I probably should have stuck to my guns. That's okay. Shikage, you have failed me. You have failed me, Shikage. That's okay, though. That's okay. Where are my blood echoes, though? They should be around here. Totally cool. Oh, there they are. The dog stole them. Okay, Dog Crow stole my blood echoes. That's why. I didn't even imagine that would have happened because I never went up here. Alright, we get another Bloodstone chunk. So actually we can level up our Shikage again, so make it a little bit better. So that's something I could do at this point. There is another weapon that I want to get and use, so I'm kind of debating. But I'll see you guys back at the Hunter's Dream. Alright guys, and welcome back. The doll is missing. No! Let's go find her. I'm finally ready to level up and you leave me?
Very well. Let me stand.
Alright, so we get 2 levels, I guess. Okay. So let's go with let's go with vitality and strength. I think. Well, yeah. Look at how much that does for me. All right, I got a lot more attack from that. So there we go. I could have reached Arcana, but I don't know at this point.
Farewell. May you find.
Thank you. I appreciate it, doll. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me this time. It was about time I had some deaths, I think. Hopefully when I actually do PvP, I'll play for real and do a little bit better. Obviously, I didn't do the best sampling of doing a good job in PvP. So, guys, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for joining, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy hunting.